Hey guys, summer is here, and so your girl decided to give herself some cornrows. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram and on Snapchat at Sherfit Johnson. Hit the bell alerts so you can know when I'm posting a video. Subscribe to my channel. I almost have 1,000 subscribers, and if you could help me get to that, we could be best friends, okay? And this tutorial is super beginner friendly. I added some jewels over here at the end, and I'm gonna walk you guys step by step of how I got these feed-in braids. So without further ado, let's get started with this tutorial. So I'm starting out with this blown out look, and I got this heatless look by doing my African threading. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it down in my description box, so please go check it out. One of the most important steps to braiding is actually parting. So I'm going ahead and parting my first section and then taking some moisturizer. I love to use this Garnier Fructis, and I'm also going to take some oil of my choice. This is a mixture that I homemade, and it does wonders for my hair. Make sure your hair is detangled, so when you're braiding, your fingers slide right through. Add some gel to your crown and ease that comb through. And I add gel on both sides of my section just so it can be super sleek after I'm done braiding. I'm braiding this first section extremely slow so that people who don't know how to braid can kind of get a grasp of what I'm doing. If you know how to braid already, just go ahead and cornrow to the back, and after you've braided the front about 6 to 7 times, you can start adding in the weave hair. And I like to take the weave hair and actually add it behind the braid instead of in front of the braid, as you can see here. My natural hair is actually pretty thick, so I tend not to add too much braiding hair, and I braid about 5 times before I add in the next one. If your hair is not super thick or long, I will just go ahead and keep adding braiding hair about every 2 to 3 times. Also, don't forget when you're adding the braiding hair, or even when you're not, to take your fingers and run it completely down the shaft of the hair so that it doesn't get tangled. So again, this is a close-up of me putting the hair behind the braid instead of on top of or in front of, so that it camouflages into my hair and you can't even see the weave. If you guys are going for a super sleek cornrow look, I would definitely add more gel to the roots and also towards the ends of the hair, and it'll give you a super sleek look. I initially was not going for that look, but if I could like redo this whole thing, I would definitely add more gel, but I did want it to look kind of nappy and natural. I've made another section, and it's a super small one, and of course I moisturized, I added my gel, and I'm combing through, and I'm simply gonna braid. Once I'm finished with this braid, the next braid that I do, I'm going to tuck this braid into that one, and that way you won't see the end of this braid. So go ahead and repeat these steps: part, moisturize, gel, comb, braid. And I almost forgot to tell you guys the hair that I'm using. So I'm using this jumbo braid in the brand Outre. It is in the color M1B/30. So it has a tint of brown in it, and it's mostly black. It's 100% Kakalon hair. So of course, now that I'm done, I have to slay my edges, and to set the style, I'm adding some olive oil mousse, and I'm putting it all over the top of my head. So next I have this hair wrap. You can find this at your beauty supply store, and I'm going to secure the edges and secure the style with this, and I'm just gonna of course wrap this all over my head. I use about 10 sheets in the process. I have a hooded dryer, so I went ahead and sat under this and got it out the way. If you don't have that much time, you can definitely use a hand dryer. If not, just let it air dry while you sleep and give it some time to fully dry. This last step is me taking my ends and dipping it into boiling hot water. And I did use a t-shirt to dry it, and I dipped the hair in and out until the ends are nice, flat, and secured, and I pat them dry in a downward motion, taking out the excess water. Again, I'm Sherfit Johnson. Hit the subscribe button, hit the alert so you know when I'm posting a video. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Sherfit Johnson. Thanks for watching.